it's Jenny with Mama Bear's Treehouse. Today I want to give you some tips for preschoolers, and I am so excited to talk to you about this. I've been dance teaching for a long time, and my very favorite age to teach is preschoolers, because once you know these few tips, and there's a few other tips, but once you know these few tips, you are going to be a success with preschoolers. This is a really awesome age where they're learning independence, they're learning so many new fun things, and you are so fun and cool at that age. My very first tip is countdown is magic. You guys, this is such an amazing tool, really, for preschoolers up to even like maybe third, fourth, fifth graders, maybe stopping at fourth grade. But if you count down, they go. So in a classroom setting, maybe if I were to say, okay, everybody, I need you to move to your spots, they're going to kind of meander over there. They're going to take their time. But if I were to change the phrasing and say, my friends, everybody needs to move to their spots, be there in 10, 9, 8, I can almost guarantee you that they will be there by like 6 or 7. They are going to run and they are going to be in that spot, because as soon as you start counting down, it makes it a game, and they know how much time they have to get there. They want to be there and they want to show up because it's fun and because there's a time frame involved. They know that they need to go because you mean business. Countdown is magical. In a home setting, this might mean getting them to get their pajamas on, brush their teeth, get them into their bed in the morning. It might be getting dressed, getting their backpacks on. As soon as you start counting down, they know you mean business and they listen right away. You are gonna love this tip. Okay, so one more tip with counting down. Always make sure that you're using a positive tone. As soon as you start seeming mad or frustrated, they're going to withdraw and they're going to be a little bit nervous and they're not going to be sure what's going on. So if you are using a positive tone and you're really excited, they are going to go and they're going to be excited and they're going to be having fun, because this is game mode. Be careful about your tone of voice and make sure it is in a positive voice tone. Okay, so my next tip with preschoolers is create critical thinkers. Now, by this, I mean, don't give them exactly what they need to do. Ask them questions that will lead them to getting the answers for themselves so that they can figure out what they need to do. So, for example, for my 5-year-old the other night, I said, you know what I think? I think there might be something on our teeth right now. Do you know what it is? And she looked at me with her eyes wide, and I could see her mind just thinking. And she said, Mom, I think there's sugar bugs on my teeth. And I said, I think you're right. What do you think we should do about that? And her mind was still racing. She said, I think we better brush our teeth. And she ran to the bathroom. She got her toothbrush. She put toothpaste on it. She brushed her teeth. She ran back to me and she said, Mom, can you check my teeth? Because I really want to make sure that I got all the sugar bugs off. Now remember, I was sitting in the same place the whole time. I initiated with 2 or 3 questions, and she did the rest. She went on, her mind was processing it, she was thinking about it, and she was the one that came to the decision to do it. It was her choice, she was invested in it, and she was proud of that decision that she made. I didn't have to fight her on it. You guys, this is such an important skill to start in preschool years. It is going to carry on into the elementary school years. It's going to carry onto middle school years, high school years, adulthood. This starting critical thinkers phase is going to produce high functioning adults in our society. This is where we start. This is how we're going to create adults that do not need to be micromanaged, because they are thinking for themselves what they need to do, what problems they can solve. We are starting that process in their minds now, so that when the time comes that they need to start making those decisions for themselves, they've already learned how to process those things in their minds, and their minds are already trained to problem solve for themselves and not have us do everything for them. Okay, my last tip for preschoolers is gain control of the conversation. Now, this is something I've learned in my conferences that I've gone to and just in parenting for the last 10 plus years. Gain control of the situation, or the conversation, don't put the ball in their court. So when you say things like, can you please do this? Or will you do that for me? You're asking permission for them to do something. When you eliminate the can you will you, then it's a non-negotiable. This is something that needs to be done. When you ask the can you, will you questions, that is getting them to think, well, can I do that? Would I like to do that? And then they start thinking, well, no, I don't really want to do that. I'm not going to do it. So when you eliminate that and just say, I need you to put your dish in the sink, or it's time for you to go to bed. Which bedtime routine are you going to start with? Give them an option on something else, like would you like to hop or skip to the sink to put your dish away? But be firm on the non-negotiables and eliminate the can you, will yous to gain control of the conversation. That's it for my tips with preschoolers for today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like or share or comment down below. Let me know if you have any tips that you use with preschoolers. Share this with a friend if somebody else has preschoolers that you think could benefit from this video. And let me know if this is something that you enjoy seeing so that I can create more videos like this. We'll see you soon, my friends.